So, we are saying this anuswarasya parasavarna and vapadantasya. Tvam karoshi, tvam karoshi, tvam karoshi, tvam karoshi. So, this is the original status. And then we turn that makara into anuswara. Now, samvita is already there here. Okay, already samvita is there because in that vivaksha, only we turn that makara into anuswara. Now, anuswara is becoming parasavarna. Now, here we should not say, okay, tvam karoshi, here there is samvita, but in this situation there is no samvita. No, samvita was there, therefore that makara has turned into anuswara. And now this tvam karoshi here is already anuswara turned into parasavarna and the samvita is there. So this we will remove. So this is how the anuswarasya parasavarna and vapadantasya, if we read them together, the meaning becomes clear. Now, next was moraji samakvo, which was exception, the apavada sutra for this monuswara. Because this moraji samakvo, sam is upasarga, and when it is connected with raj dhatu, now there is ra in front of that ma, and sam itself is pada. Makara of sam is becoming padantama and getting followed by this hal pratyahara later. So therefore, this ma was supposed to turn into anuswara, but this sutra came and it said that, see, if that raj dhatu is getting followed by quip pratyaya, which is one of the kind of pratyaya, then that makara of some upasarga will remain makara only, it will not turn into anuswara, though it is at the end of pada and getting followed by hal. So that was the work of this moraji samakvo. And that's how we formed this samrat. Okay. Then one more example, we saw this sannyasa. Okay. This samrat, the originally raj dhatu is there, ja is there. Ja turns into sha, and then again sha turns into sha. So that anyway we will see later. But just raj dhatu was there, and then in example how come ta is there. So just we have to remember that ja turns into sha, sha into sha. Eventually it will turn into ta. No worries. Samrat and samrat. Then the next sutra was Hema Pariva. This is a little bit different. So far we are used to this, or we are accustomed to the one particular pattern for sandhis. Here, what is it saying? See, there should be one particular thing before it. Then there should be another particular thing after it, and then that one thing will turn into something else. That means there is ma getting followed by ha, and that ha also should get followed by ma. Then some work we are going to do with this ma. So kind of one more step or one extra condition is added in this sutra. That is the difference between the common sutras so far we have seen and this sutra. What is this sutra saying? See, one particular pada is ending with ma, and it is getting followed by ha, and that ha is getting followed by ma. That should be the situation. And what will happen in that situation? The first ma, which is preceding this ha, will turn into ma, means it will remain ma, or it will turn into anuswara. So for turning it into anuswara, monuswara was sufficient. But in this particular situation, it also remains in its original state. That's why this extra sutra was created. Means the makara, if it is getting followed by that type of hakara, which is getting followed by ma, then that makara will become anuswara as per the monuswara, but also will become makara, or it will remain in the original state as it is. Okay, that was the Hema Pariva, this sutra. Then one Vartika came, and it said that yavala pare yavalava. If ha is getting followed by ya or va or la, then the makara will turn into anuswara as per the Manuswara Sutra, and also it will turn into the nasal of this ya, va, la. That was the explanation of this yavala pare yavalava. If it is getting followed by, means the ha is getting followed by ya, va, la, then the preceding ma of that ha will get the nasals of ya, va, la, and that's how by Manuswara kim yah, and by this yavala pare yavalava kim yah. That's how these two forms we saw. Then kim valayati and kim valayati. Kim hladayati, kim hladayati, kim hladayati, kim hladayati. That's how these two examples were formed by this Hema Pariva. Now, very similar to this sutra, this na pare naha, Hema pare ma. This mo raji samah quo. In this sutra, this ma, the sutra number is 8325. Immediately after that, 26 is this Hema Pariva. So in this sutra, what comes? The ma comes from previous sutra. Ma Hema Pare va. So ha, which is ma para ha, ma para ka ha. That type of hakara is there. Then that ma will get ma only. That was the meaning of Hema Pariva. Then next sutra says that this ma, when it is getting followed by ha, which is getting followed by na, then this preceding ma will turn into na. It will get turned into na. And if we don't apply this sutra, because this is optional sutra, then that makara is going to turn into anuswara as it is by this Manuswara Sutra. So Hema Pareva and Na Parenaha, these two sutras, if we read together, then the meaning, the vrittis become very clear. So Mapare Hakare Pare Masya Mova, and Napare Hakare Pare Masya Nova. So that's how these two sutras are. And thus here this Anuswara topic gets over here. And then next topic starts, Adyanta Utakito. Here the Paribhasha Sutra was explained. See, there are, for this sutra, to read this sutra, we first saw some background. We created a little bit background, and then we saw the meaning of this sutra. There are three types of agamas: tit, kit, mit. Then agama mitravad bhavati. Agama becomes agama is like a friend, and adesha is like an enemy. The difference between adesha and agama is adesha comes and it removes sthani, whereas agama comes and it either sits with before or after that sthani. So it does not harm the sthani. That is the difference between agama and adesha. Then, for the sake of current explanation, we saw only about tit and kit. Those two are getting discussed in this particular sutra. Mit we had not taken for this explanation. So how this tit comes and becomes the initial part of that particular sthani, and how kit comes and it becomes the ending part of that particular sthani. So for that we saw the examples. For tit we saw this apathat. This here the at was the agama, and at having ta as it, therefore it came and it sat before this pat, not after it. That was the example for tit coming before it as per the Adyanta Utakito. Again, this is Paribhasha Sutra. By its own, it does not have any own work. It is talking about how other sutras should be understood or should be explained or interpreted. It does not have his own personal agenda or his own personal work to be done. He's just saying that how the work of other sutras should be done. That is the Paribhasha Sutra. Then the sutra came no kuktuk shari. Here na and na, they are getting agamas kuk and tuk. Both of these kuk and tuk have ka as it, and therefore both of them are kip. So they are being asked to be done on for this na and na. Therefore, they will come and they will sit after nga and after na. For nga, kuk will come and it will sit after nga. For na, it will the tuk will come and it will sit after that na. And then the examples we saw, prang shashtaha. This was the example as per the no kuk tuk shari. Okay, and it is optional vastaha. So prang shashtaha. If we don't bring that kuk agama, then it remains as it is prang shashtaha. Then this prang shashtaha, third example was there, which came because of this vartika. Vartika says chayodvitiya shari paushkara sadhe riti vacham. As per the opinion of paushkara sadhi acharya, the chay pratyahara letters, they will get their second letter of their own groups. So chay is cha ta ta ka pa. That means the first letter. If it is first letter somewhere, then what are we supposed to do? We should turn that ka cha ta ta pa, the first letter, into second letter of its own group, and thus the ka became kha. And in this example, sugan ta had come, the tuk agama had come, the ta became tha, and thus example we saw sugant shashtaha. So these three examples we got in this no kuk tuk shari. Kuk and tuk, these two adeshas agamas we brought, and because they were kit as per the adyanta utakito, we brought them and made the ending part of sthani. Then the long prakriya we saw. For this, I don't know. Did we see this? Yeah, we saw this 5 example. How 5 examples are possible if the criteria was no kuk tuk shari. So in shar pratyahara letter there are sha, sha, sa. So sha, murdhanya sha, and sa, dantya sa. That was fine. Till that it was fine. But if it was sha, then for that sha, we had seen one sutra for that sha, shash choti. Shash choti. So if there is means are you with me or I'm just talking? I didn't ask anything. I just
no. We are definitely with.
We are following.
Okay. So shash choti was the sutra where the shakara, we turned that shakara into chakara. Okay. Now that shakara, what type of shakara? So which was preceded by jai pratyahara letter, jai, jabha gadha dha, jabha gadha dha, kha cha tha cha tha ka pa. Okay, these many letters were taken. So that shakara turned into chakara. Now here it was the situation where shakara was taken, prang shete, correct, and no kuk tuk shari, for nga we brought the kuk agama, then it became prang kuk shete, then the kakara became it and it disappeared, ukara also disappeared, it was taken for ucharanartha, and then it remained prang shete. Optionally, of course, this sutra is applied optionally. Therefore, if we don't bring that kuk agama, then it will remain prang shete, and if we bring it, then it will become prang shete. Then chayodvitiya shari paushkara sadiriti vacham, this ka will turn into kha. So thus we got third example, prang shete. Then this shashchoti sutra, what does it say? It says that jayah parasya shasya chovasyadati. So it's optionally again that shakara will turn into chakara. What type of shakara should be there? That which gets preceded by jay pratyahara letter. Jay means the ha ya va ra la, and then nyamangana na. That means fifth letter ha ya va ra la and sha sha sa. These extra letters are not included in this jay pratyahara letter, except those letters. What are those? Ha ya va ra la, then nyamangana na, and this sha sha sa. These three letters. So these many letters, apart from these letters, if they are there before sha, then sha will turn into cha. Now this prang chete, in this situation, here we have to understand where. Here, prang chete. Here the shash choti sutra will not be applied because the nga does not come into jai pratyahara letter. Okay, therefore here sha will remain sha only. Now when we apply this nok kuktuk shari, when we bring this kuk agama, then only shashchoti is getting applied. Okay, that means in this second example only shashchoti will get applied, and not this in first situation. Okay, in this second situation when it is getting applied, then this sha will become cha. And again, shashchoti is optional. Therefore, prang shete, as it is also possible, and prang shete, this is how it is also possible. Now, this chayodvitiya shari paushkara sadiriti vachyam, this vartika is also optional because it is as per the opinion of Paushkara Sadi Acharya. Therefore, when we come to this example, here also, even after becoming that ka in kha, or turning that ka into kha, kha is included into jai pratyahara. Therefore, the conditions of this shashchoti are getting fulfilled. So, prang shete with kha, the prang shete example is solved. Along with this kha, also this sha will turn into cha. One more example will be formed. Prang chete. So that's how we get 5 examples in this no kuktuk shari if we take the sha after this. So here I will remove this. So all 5 examples we covered of this. And then this dasyadhut sutra came. Dat parasya sasya dhudva. Now this dakar should be padanta. Here it is not included in this vritti, but padanta dakarat parasya sasya vikalpena dhut iti agama bhavati. Okay. Now if there is dakara as at the end of pada and it is getting followed by sakara, then that sakara will get dhut agama. Dhut agama. Example we saw shat santa. Okay. Now how this shash becomes shad? So jhalanjashonte. The ending jhal, padanta jhal, it doesn't need anything to be there after it. It just says padanta jhal. It will turn into jash. Sha is jhal pratyahara letter because it comes into jhal pratyahara letter. Now it will turn into jash. The closest, the most similar jash for this sha is da. Okay, that's why we brought da on the place of this sha. That's how the shash becomes shad. Okay, now that shad, dakara is there. It is at the end of pada and it is getting followed by this santaha, which is beginning with sa. Conditions are getting fulfilled that there is a da at the end of pada. It is getting followed by sa. So dakara is there, sakara is there. Sakara will get dhut agama. So dhut came and it sat, or it became the initial part of this sakara. Adyantau takitau. Adyantau takitau. That's how it became. This dut is a part of this sa and not of the da, because it is tit agama. Okay. Now, if it was asked to be done for the sa, why didn't it come after sa? It is agama. So the reason is adyantau takita only, because it is tit, therefore it will come and sit before that sa and not after that. So dut agama came. Dasya dut, it is vaikalpika, optionally it will be applied. Once dut will come, once it will not come. So therefore this 0 when it is not coming. Now this dut came, takara disappeared, ukara disappeared, dha remained, and this ta kharicha sutra we applied. The turned into the char pratyahara letter. Char pratyahara letter means the first letter. Okay? Cha ta ta ka pa, and then this sha sha sa. So this first letter, any letter from all 5 groups, the for easy understanding we had seen it in the chart. Any letter from the all 5 groups except 5th one getting followed by hard consonant turns into hard, the first hard of its own group. If it is getting followed by soft, it will turn into first soft, which is the 3rd letter. So that's how we had seen the kharicha sutra and jhalan jashanti or jhalan jashi. So here the dha became ta, and then again the kharicha sutra is applied. Ta becomes this, da becomes ta, and then shat santah. That's how example is formed. And if this dut agama is not done, we don't bring dut, then in that situation shat remains shat and santah remains shantah, shat santah, shat santah, shat santah. That's how the 2 examples will be solved. Now here this daha is in panchami, si is in saptami, and there is no sthani, because sthani has to be there in shashti. Now and nimitta, we have already seen nimitta will be there in saptami vibhakti or it will be in panchami vibhakti. Okay. Now da is in panchami and sa is in saptami vibhakti. Both of them are nimitta. Then where is the sthani? That's what the question comes. So this 2 sutras we have already seen. Tasmin niti nirdishte purvasya and tasmad ityuttarasya. So tasmin niti nirdishte purvasya sutra says, if nimitta is being mentioned in saptami vibhakti or something is being mentioned in saptami vibhakti, do the work to the previous of it. And if something is being mentioned in panchami vibhakti, then do that particular work to the next of it. Now this tasmin niti nirdishte purvasya is previous sutra and tasmadityuttarasya is para sutra. So because it is para, therefore this dasya dhut here, the that which is there in panchami vibhakti, da which is there in panchami vibhakti, that will be taken as the nimitta and work will be done to the next of that da. Okay? And here this paribhasha comes, ubhay nirdeshe panchami nirdesho baliyan. So when, if sometimes if we see there will be some other sutras, here there is no this what sthani is not being mentioned. Sometimes the sthani also will be mentioned. But when there are 2 nimittas, panchami is also mentioned and saptami is also mentioned, then give the importance to the panchami and not to the saptami. That's what is being said in this Vartika, which is no, not Vartika, which is Paribhasha, which is one of the Paribhasha. By the way, this Paribhasha, sometimes I don't know whether the question came in your mind or not, but Paribhashas are, sometimes these Paribhashas will become Anitya. Anitya means it's not necessary that all Paribhashas will be applied all the time. It's not necessary. About paribhashas, this one thing we have to remember, that not all paribhashas will be applied all the times. Okay, all the paribhashas will be applied as per the need, as per the necessity. That's how. Oh, suppose there is a situation where we can manage with one particular paribhasha, so we can take that paribhasha for that one particular condition. This is separate apart from this, because later we are going to talk about these paribhashas. So since we have seen some paribhashas, so one of them is this paribhasha. And about paribhashas, because I remembered one thing, I'm mentioning that not all the paribhashas will be applied all the time compulsory. If as per the condition, the paribhashas will be taken for the explanation. They do not have very the role like sutra or vartika. Okay? They are just taken for the sake of explanation. Okay. That is the thing about this paribhasha. So dasya dhut, these two examples we solved, and then there was the next sutra. After this recap, we will start the actual sutra which was supposed to be taken, or which is supposed to be taken in this class. So let's read sutra, then we will see the meaning. Nascha, nascha, nascha. Again this nascha, nah, cha. This sutra is coming right after this. Dasya dhudva, dat parasya sasya dhudva syat. So here this va will come to the next sutra. Dat, this dat, instead of this da, there is this na, and this si will come as it is, dhut will come as it is. Va will also come to the next sutra. So na, si, dhut, va. Just instead of das si dhut, read it nas si dhut. Work is same. So there the pada was ending with da. Here the pada is ending with na. Get there it was getting followed by sa. Here also it is getting followed by sa. And there the agama was dhut. Here also agama is dhut. Just what is getting changed? Instead of da, we are reading na. Na is in Panchami Vibhakti. So there it was said dat parasya. Here we are saying nantat parasya. You can say nat parasya. Okay. So this nantat actually na ante yasya tat nantam. What is that tat nantam? Here we have to add padam. Okay. Na ante yasya tat nantam padam. Tasmat nantat padat we have to add. Padat. Tasmat nantat padat. So nantat actually here means nantat padat. That type of pada which is ending with na and it is getting followed by sa, then that sa will get dhut agama. Dhut, it is actually dhutta. And as per the jhalan just jashi, this ta is becoming da. Oh, or we can apply this jalan jashonte. Dhut is at the end of pada. We can make it pada and then we will turn into da. So here, I didn't explain. No? Start. Oh, okay. Wait. I just started explaining like that only. Okay. Nantat. Na ante yasya tat nantam. Nantam kim padam. Tasmat nantat padat. Is the explanation of nantat. Nantat. Dhut. This is the main meaning. Dhut syat is the main meaning. Kasya dhut syat, for what that dhut will come? So sasya. Sasya dhut syat. Sasya dhut syat. May dhut come for this sakara. What type of sakara? Nantat parasya. Nantat. That sakara which is coming after na. Nantat parasya sasya dhut syat. That is the meaning. Katham syat. Va vikalpena. Vikalpena syat. May it happen optionally. Dhut will come optionally. Example. San saha. San saha meaning will be he is the person who is being here. That's how the meaning will be there. So san saha, the one, he is the person, one who is being here continuously. That's how we can say, I think, in English. So that's how it will be translated. San saha means san means the one who is being here, and saha means he. Okay, this was about meaning. Now na is at the end of pada, getting followed by sa.
You
Yes,
can
Swamiji.
also say san saha means
Sadrupa.
Sadrupa.
Sat Swarupa. Sat Saha. Saha Sat.
Yes, Swamiji. Saha Sadrupa. Yes. Now, na is there. It is at the end of pada. So nantat, the nanta condition was fulfilled. Si, which is not mentioned here. I think I will split just sutra here. Na, si, dhut. Just dassi dhut, read it as nassi dhut in bracket va nassi dhut. So nantat parasya sasya, there is sa, dhut will come, dhut came. Va vikalpena, so once it will not come. If we apply this, it will come. If we don't apply, then it will not come. So san dhut saha. Halantyam, ta will disappear, ukara will disappear, and then just dha will remain here. Then khari cha. Whenever khar pratyahara letter is there after this jal pratyahara letters, then this jal pratyahara letter will turn into char pratyahara letter. That means what? First 4 letters of all 5 groups getting followed by khar, that means hard consonants, which are kachatatapa, sha, sha, sa. So sha, sha, sa is included. These 3 are included. Sa comes under those hard consonants. The turns into char pratyahara letters, which are ka, cha, ta, ta, pa, means the first letter of all 5 groups. So the becomes ta. So sant sa, sant saha, this is the example. And if we don't, because it is optionally we apply this sutra, dhudagama. If we don't bring that dhut, then san saha, it remains as it is. It is connected. San saha, sant saha. Both the examples are possible. Sutra is clear.
Yes, Ji.
So should we go to the next sutra?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's read next sutra. Shituk, shituk, shituk. This shituk, this is Nashcha Sutra is 30th, 31st Sutra is shituk. Again, va will come as it is, na will come as it is from this Nashcha Sutra. Va is coming from previous sutras. So na, she, tuk, wa, then sat we have to assume. So na, naha, naha means nantat padat. Okay, nantat padat. Si is not coming here because she is already mentioned here. Something is already mentioned in Saptami Vibhakti. So obviously si will not come, which we were taking from Dasya Dhut this sutra. All these three sutras are in same line. That was 29th sutra. So si and dhut was coming in this Nashcha sutra. Si is not coming and dhut is also not coming because she in Saptami Bhakti Nimitta, the sthani is being mentioned here as she, and tuk is agama, which is separately mentioned. Therefore, dhut got eliminated. Now dhut will not continue. Si will not continue in this sutra and dhut also will not continue. Why? Because the separate are being mentioned here in this sutra. Only naha we have to bring. So naha, she, tuk, va is coming. So va is coming. So naha, she, tuk. Let me write here. Naha, she, tuk. Then in bracket va. Then syat we have to assume. This is the original sutra. And how will we understand this? Again, the as it is this naha, we have to split as we saw the vigraha of this naha ante yasya saha tat tat nantam what padam tasmat nantat padat tasmat nantat padat. That pada which ends with na and which gets followed by sha, then that sha will get tuk agama. Tuk is kit, it will come after sha. Okay, that is later part. But for this much part is getting explained here. Nantat, na, which is at the end of pada, getting followed by sha. Tasmat nantat padat, she, pare, pati, tuk, agamah, syat. That pada which is ending with na, getting followed by sha, that sha will get tuk agama. That is the meaning. Here. Now let's understand the vritti. Tuk syat. May tuk happen. May tuk come. Okay. For what it will come? Sasya. In previous sutra we had said sasya. Here we will turn that she which is there in Shashti, Saptami Vibhakti. We are converting it into Shashti Vibhakti. Okay, we are not taking it in Saptami as it is. Okay. No. Kshamyatam. It is actually happening to the no. There is one reason I forgot. But just when I will remember, I will mention. But here, remove this. And padasya. Put it into Shashti Vibhakti. Naha ante or na ante yasya. Tat nantam padam. Tasya nantasya padasya. Tasya nantasya padasya. Here, just one thing, tuk agama is coming, which is not coming. This tuk agama is not coming for this sh, but it is coming for this na. Okay, tuk agama. Dhut agama had come here, and this dhut agama was a part of this sa because it came for sa. It did not come for na. Whereas here the tuk agama comes, but it does not come as the part of sh, but it comes as the part of na. Okay, this much. There is one reason for which it comes as the agama for this na.
Naraji,
Yes, ji.
nakara, the nakara is in Shashti, right? So always,
Yeah.
so the tukagama will happen to Shashti, right? Stani.
Actually, this na, here we are turning it into this Shashti Vibhakti, correct?
Right. So
Actually, originally na, if we take it from, if the anuvritti is coming of this na from this sutra, correct? It is 30th sutra and this one is 31st sutra. Here the na in Nascha sutra is in Panchami Vibhakti. Correct?
yes.
And here this na, if we took it, when we are taking it into Shituk, this na is not taken in this Panchami Vibhakti, but we are taking it into Shashti Vibhakti.
Correct.
So for that, how that na is taken into Shashti Vibhakti, for that reason I am not remembering. What is the problem? I will explain problem first. If Nashi Tuk, this is the sutra, Syat. I don't know, anyone got the problem? What is the problem?
If it is in Shashti, then tuk agama will come to nakar. If it is in
Yeah.
Panchami, then the tuk agama should come to shakar, right? That will be the difference.
Now, we have already seen, I will explain. This Nascha Sutra, from this Sutra, Naha is coming to the next Sutra in this Shituk, correct? Nascha Sutra, in this Nascha Sutra, Na is in Panchami Vibhakti. Now that Na, when we take into Shituk, it is coming in Panchami Vibhakti. Okay. So we do change the Vibhakti of one particular Pada. Correct. But we have already used that Na as Panchami Vibhakti in the previous Sutra, and the same, very similar work is happening in this Shituk. Correct. So if instead of this this Na, here we are changing into Panchami Vibhakti and we are bringing Tuk Agama. Because it is Kit, Tuk is Kit. Kit, it is Kit, therefore it will come and it will become the part, the ending part of whatever the Sthani is there. Okay. It will become the ending part. If we bring it for this Sh, if we take this Na as Panchami Vibhakti, okay, and Sh is Saptami Vibhakti, then Ubhay Nirdeshe Panchami Nirdesho Baliyan. Then the Naha is Baliyan. That will become the Nimitta and she will become Sthani. And for she, if we bring, then it will come after Sh. Then it will come after Sh. Okay. To avoid that, what is the explanation is given, Nasya Tuksya. Whatever Tuk Agama will come, it will come for Na. But what is the pramana for this. What is the pramana for this turning that nakara which was there in Panchami Vibhakti into Shashti Vibhakti? That pramana I am not able to remember. Or they could have just made this tug instead of tuk. They could have said dhut itself or tut itself. That agama they could have made, and it would have become the adi part of sha. But they have made it tuk. The Maharishi Panini is creating new agama, and he is bringing. Anyway, if it was dhut, then also dhut would have come here only. Just it would have been considered as the part of Shambhu. Now it is getting considered as the part of sun. That is the only difference being made by this tuk and dhut. And what is the reason for this new tuk? Because of this tuk, we have to get this explanation. So you got the question, or I just made confused?
No, Ji, we understood what you're trying to say.
Okay. Anyway, for now, just keep everything this aside and understand the just meaning as it is. I will find out the reason, then I will explain.
Narayan, I have some notes. It says that there is a vibhakti viparinama. It makes it.
Yes. So changing vibhakti of this anuvritta pada is called vibhakti viparinama. Means we do viparinama in the vibhakti of that particular pada. So we do take that freedom to explain the meaning of sutra, and we change the vibhakti of that pada. Means the Granthakara will change the vibhakti of pada. Fine. That is already being done here. That na is getting turned into Shashti vibhakti. It was Panchami. We are changing his vibhakti and we are giving it Shashti vibhakti. And then we are bringing tuk agama. Tuk is kit. Because it is kit, it will become the part of this na. It will not become the part of sha, because it is not tit. Just keep it. Tomorrow I will explain that. Why? What is the reason? The question is just, what was the, okay, in simple word, question is this: what was the need of this tuk? Instead of tuk, we could have managed with dhut, as it is what we were doing so far. In the previous two sutras, we were bringing dhut, and the eventually becomes ta only. Here also, this ta, the tuk agama, this ta will become this cha, cha, ja, whatever we want later. That same work would have managed, would have become, was possible with the previous dhut itself. Then what was the need of tuk? That is creating this whole scene, the whole question. Anyway, just keep this whole discussion aside and let's understand. When there is sha after na, which is at the end of pada, that type of na, getting followed by sha, then there will come the tuk agama and it will become the part of that na, ending part of na. That we have to understand. The example is taken here. San Shambhu. Na is there at the end of pada, getting followed by sha. Okay, San Shambhu. Now, Nashi tuk vasyat. Optionally, tuk agama will come. It will come for na, because it is kit, adyantau takitau. Whatever agama is tit, it will become the initial part or the beginning part of sthani. Whatever the agama has ka as it will become the ending part of sthani. Na is sthani here. Agama is tuk. Tuk is kit. Because it is kit, it will become the ending part of that sthani. So tuk will become the part of na and not of this sha. Okay, that much. San tuk shambhu. Ka will get its saudhnya halantyam. Tasya lopa will happen. Ukara will also disappear. Take it as ucharana. for the sake of ucharana, or even we can make it nasal, and even if it becomes nasal, it will disappear as per the Upadesha Janunasika. So ta remains. San, ta, Shambhu. Okay. Now, toho shchunashchu sutra will be applied because shchuna yoge stoho shchuh syat. That was the sutra. Whenever sa and ta varga letter is coming in the contact with sha and cha varga letters, sa and ta varga letters will turn into sha and cha varga letters.
Naranji,
Yes, Ji.
from Ashtadhyaya app only I'm reading the question, that the argument that you raised. I've just read out whatever is written here. The augment the may be optionally be added to a word ending in na when word beginning with shakara is follows. That is the sutra. Thus, the augment is added to the end of the preceding word and not to the beginning of the second word in order to change shakara into chakara. In fact, the augment dut is added to the second would have been as good as tuk. Namely, both are takar, but then the chakara change would not have taken place. He says that is why this has to be changed into. If the objection is, if this be so, then why nakara is not changed to nakara, since it's no longer final in a pada. When tuk is added to it, in as an example, kurvanch chete. So the sutras toshchu nashchu should be divided into two parts in order to prevent nakara change. Thus, the first part will be stohoshchuna, which will mean that sakara and tu followed by shakara and chuhu will not cause the change of nakara to nakara. The next sutra will be chuhu, which will mean that the preceding sakara and tu are changed to shakara and chu respectively. So now that this is what is given in Ashtadhyaya as these.
I think I will read once. I think I need to reading Sanskrit one. Okay. So here, San, Tuk, Shambhu, Ta will become Cha as per the Stohoshchunashchu Sutra. For Ta, there is Cha. It will come on the place of Ta. So, San, Cha, Shambhu. Again, this Na will turn into Nya because of Stohoshchunashchu only. Because whenever the Sa and Ta varga letter, Na is Ta varga letter and getting followed by Cha varga letter. Therefore, this Na will turn into Nya. Stoho, Shchuna, Shchuhu. So, here, the first example is being solved. Even if we don't bring this Tuk Agama, Stoho, Shchuna, Shchuhu will be applied here because the sutra is Sa and Ta varga letter getting connected or coming in the contact with this Sha and Cha varga letter. So, Na is the Ta varga letter getting connected with this Sha. So, Na has to turn into Nya. So, example becomes, this first example is the answer of that. When we bring Tuk Agama and we change that Ta into Cha, this is the example. Cha directly getting connected with Sha. Next. Shashchoti. One more sutra. Whenever there is Sha getting preceded by Jai Pratyahara letter, correct, getting preceded by this Jai Pratyahara letter and getting followed by At, which was also. Chatvam Amiti Vacham, that Vartika was there. But anyway, At for now, that much is fine. So in that situation, Sha will turn into Cha, Shashchoti. Okay. Now, these three examples, after solving these three examples, one more sutra we saw, Jaro Jhari Savarne, where the Jar Pratyahara letters will disappear. This we had seen Suddhyupasya only. This the disappears. So here in this situation, where in this particular situation, sign stos chunastu, we have already turned that na into nya. Tuk ta we have turned into cha as per the stos chunastu again. Shash choti jaya parasya shasya chovasyadati. Okay. Now in this situation, this cha gets disappeared. Reason, jaro jhari savarne. Halaha parasya jharaha lopaha syat. It says that jhar pratyahara letters will disappear. Jhar pratyahara letters are ja bha ga dha da ja ba ga da da kha pha cha tha tha cha ta ta ka pa sha sha sa. This letter. Okay. So all letters except nasal yavarala ha, except these letters, all letters of all five groups, when they are preceded by hal. So here nya is hal. Okay. Cha is jhar pratyahara letter. It is jhar pratyahara letter. Cha is also jhar pratyahara letter. It comes in jhar pratyahara. Jabha gadada, jabha gadada, kha pha cha tha tha cha ta ta. So cha ta ta, cha tha tha, cha ta ta, ka pa, and then sha sha sa. These letters will come. After sha sha sar, sha sha sar, ra comes there. So till that we have to count jhar. So cha is coming under jhar pratyahara. Cha is also coming in jar pratyahara. So jar is getting followed by jar, and that jar is getting preceded by hal. So jar will disappear, which is preceded by hal and followed by jar. Cha is jar preceded by hal and followed by jar. Cha will disappear. Swai chambuhu. Okay. So here is the example. Swai chambuhu. This Sain Shambhu and this Sain Shambhu, you could have changed this sh here itself, and we could have got this example directly. But to turn that sh into ch here was not possible, because in shash choti jayaha parasya shasya, in jai this nya does not come. So nya is not enough to turn that sh into ch. Okay. Therefore, this separate jaro jhari savarne, these all sutras are interconnected. So Maharshi Panini ji wanted this example as well, along with these two examples. That's why when he was writing this jaro jhari savarne sutra, he had this shash choti and shituk, all these sutras in his mind. That's how these all four examples we could get. So is this sutra and these examples are clear?
Yes, Chief.
So we will stop here. We'll do Shanti Patha. And then we will start the next class with next sutra. But before that, we will see the explanation for this question. And then we will go to the next sutra. After next sutra, next prakarana will start. Next topic will start. Not prakarana, but what topic? Different topic from this. So should you do Shanti Patha, Swamiji?
Yes.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om.